Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your humble host, Taylor Coleman, and today we're going to be talking about 5 documents that every filmmaker needs to know about. Now, first I'd like to apologize. This video is a little different from what you're used to. I usually grab the big camera and go out and shoot, but things have been very busy at the studio, so I have not had the chance to do that. But I still want to make sure I come to you guys on time, give you some spicy filmmaking tips. And yeah. So before we get started, I do want to say if you have not done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are Crystal Ignition LLC, a small independent film and video production company located in Jacksonville, Florida. We are working on 2 films right now. One is called The Coldest Warmth, a short film about a writer battling the demons of his past, if you will. And the other is a feature film called 28 Feet Under. Both are written by yours truly. And yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead on and get started. We're going to work our way up from the bottom all the way to the top. So the documents you're going to hear first are probably ones that you already know a little bit about. So number 5 on the list. Number 5 is going to be a film treatment. So for those of you that are interested in becoming independent filmmakers, you want to write your own IP rather than to go out and purchase stories or film and direct stories that other people have written. You need to know how to make a treatment. It's just a 1-page document. You list all of your major characters and you give a synopsis of what the story is going to be about, and you just save it. I keep a lot of mine saved on a hard drive somewhere, locked in a vault here at Crystal Ignition. So yeah, it's a good way to never forget your stories. You can always refer back to it, and you can potentially bring those to you when you go on investment meetings and show it to people and tell them about the stories you're working on without letting them actually read the entire screenplay. So you want to learn how to write a treatment. Okay, so number 4. Number 4 on the list is going to be call sheets. So for those of you that are new filmmakers, you probably are going to get started by working on other people's sets. You might be an extra, or you might be a stand-in, or you might work as a PA. But for all of those jobs, you're going to need to know how to read a call sheet. These are typically sent to you about 24 to 48 hours before filming actually begins. It's going to tell you the time you need to arrive, what time lunch should be sometimes, an estimated time for when you all are going to go home, parking information. Sometimes they might even let you know where bathrooms and things are going to be located on set. Rules and regulations, whether or not you're allowed to have a phone on set. All kinds of very important things are on call sheets. So you're going to want to know how to read a call sheet. And also, if you're going to be working on your own projects, how to make a call sheet. We might touch on that in another video, but for now, familiarize yourself with call sheets. Okay, number 3 on the list. Number 3 on the list is going to be location agreements. So if you're an independent filmmaker and you're going to be making your own films, if you're just getting started, you might be at home. But if you want to use other locations, potentially public locations, you're going to need what's called a location agreement. So this is going to be an agreement from the owner of the property, simply saying something to the extent of, I am allowing so-and-so and so-and-so's production company to film on my property. You're going to want to put the date and you're going to want to have them sign this. So yeah, you need to familiarize yourself with location agreements. They're very important. You're going to need them to get permits. You might even need them for distribution. If someone comes to you to purchase your film, they might want that paper trail. So familiarize yourself with location agreements. Now, before we move on to number 2, I want to let everyone know that we have an affiliates and deals page on crystalignitionllc.com. Check it out. There's all kinds of deals. We have, I believe, 15% off from Kneewear. And yeah, just go check it out. We have Aperture, we have Books a Million, we have Glide Gear. There are so many companies, and we have coupons for a lot of those. So you help the channel, but you also get deals on all your filmmaking purchases. So affiliates and deals, crystalignitionllc.com/affiliates and deals. And yeah, hopefully you can save some money. All right, so moving on to number two. Number two is going to be a strip board schedule. So for all of you independent filmmakers and new filmmakers out there, one of the ways that you're going to save a lot of time and a lot of money is simply by managing your time. And one of the ways to do that is to make a strip board schedule. This is where you go into your screenplay, you outline every single line, and you put a little number next to the beginning of each new scene. You've probably seen these on production drafts. If you've ever Googled screenplay, this is probably the type that you'll see posted online. And you're going to want to know how to make those. So that way you can refer back to your schedule and you can give yourself, an hour to shoot each scene. And you can check in, keep a watch by you, and move through your screenplay and make sure you get all of your shots during the day. Okay, so that takes us to number one on the list. Number one on the list is going to be crew and cast deal memos. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Cast and crew deal memos. So when you're working on independent films, oftentimes you're going to be asking your friends, your family, associates that you know to work on your movie. You're going to want to get something in writing. So that way, if by any chance your movie should go to Cannes or South by Southwest or some other very famous film festival, and someone should come to you and purchase your film, so-and-so won't come back later on and say, I was in your film and you didn't pay me. I want, X amount or else you can't use the film. This has happened to filmmakers before. If you listen to podcasts like Indie Film Hustle and Film Courage, there are filmmakers that have talked about how they have movies that they've made that are very good that are on a shelf because they got into a spat with someone and they were unable to release their film, unfortunately. One way you can prevent this is by getting a cast and crew deal memo before that person ever signs on, stating that they've agreed to let you use the footage, they've gotten paid X amount, or they're not getting paid X amount and they're not going to come back and complain later on. And yeah, you're going to want to make sure you have something like that in writing. So to end this I guess podcast at this point, I'm going to say that none of the information that I've given you here is coming from a entertainment attorney. I'm just a filmmaker. I'm an independent filmmaker, but these are all very important documents that I have to look at and read every single day, all the time. And I just want to let all you new filmmakers know before you go out there and make your masterpieces. So definitely, if you get a chance to, consider consulting with an entertainment attorney, and they'll be able to walk you through a lot of these different documents and things. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast video. I'm not sure what to even call it at this point. I'm going to be back normally on the 15th with the normal video. So that one's going to be really fun. Check back on the 18th for our next blog post. And yeah, have a good day or night wherever you are. If you enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe, share it, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.